Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I really wanted to dabble into the world of Reddit stories. I always get so many videos on my TikTok of the Subway Surfers, or it's like the, how you say, Minecraft parkour. The Minecraft parkour in the background, or the Subway Surfers, or the mukbang. It's a whole world that I haven't really dabbled into on reddit.gov. Just more so have I seen them just on TikTok. So I'll be reading some, reviewing some, giving my thoughts, questions, concerns, jokes even. Let's just dive into it. Let's go to reddit.edu and just search. I have some pulled up from TikTok that I can find, but there's one that I just found while I was doing my research. Let me just find it. Okay, this one's kind of long. Actually, I lied, not really. So I haven't read this one yet. And if you see me looking up, my monitor is like really high on my desk. So I'm gonna screen share right now. This is the one I literally just found. Okay, so this is r/true off my chest. And the title goes, I missed my best friend's funeral because my husband had a panic attack and I am racked with guilt. Obviously, I was drawn. Obviously. A couple edits here. I don't know if I should read them first. Using the phrase panic attack, he didn't call it that. I thought this was one, but now I know that's not what it was. He himself called it a nervous breakdown. Okay, let's just get right into it. Okay. My best friend died a long, drawn-out death. She was in a conscious but vegetative state for the last 6 months of her life, and in selfishness, I only saw her twice in those last 6 months. I guess it was too hard to see her like that. I feel like a bad friend, which only makes the situation worse. Bit of a crazy start. Bit of an interesting start. My husband has major manic depressive episodes. We were trying to work on it with couples counseling, meditation, mindfulness, etc. It's up and down, but his mood has been especially worse leading up to this event. I was the driver on the way to the funeral. An argument started and he asked me to pull over and he would take an Uber home. Before I knew it, he was having a panic attack. Okay. Thrashing in the seat, stomping on the floor, and slapping his face. I pulled over on the freeway, but he was yelling I had to keep driving or we will be late. I tried to calm him down, but he was yelling and screaming and hitting himself, oscillating between... Alright. What kind of person are we dealing with here? Oscillating between how he wanted to die and how if we didn't go, he knew I would resent him forever. He ran out of the car and down the freeway screaming. I think she was right by misusing the word panic attack and it more so sounding like a nervous breakdown, because that's what it sounds like. Once I got him back into the car, he was crying for his mummy and British people, and still saying we needed to go to the funeral. Obviously, I couldn't go to the funeral with him like that. I called his mom, and she said she will meet us back at our house, and I took him home. He was panicking that I will hold this grudge against him forever, even though I assured him his mental health was my priority. I knew I was lying. That's crazy. His mom calmed him down, then left, and I took him to the doctors. I missed my best friend's funeral. I know I should have seen her more when she was still with us, and I know I should be supportive of my husband's mental well-being. Attending her funeral was supposed to be the least I could do, and I missed it. I was a shitty friend to her in the last days and a shitty friend in her death. I am eaten alive with guilt. This guilt has a horrible burning feeling in my heart and it's consuming me. I lied to my friend's family about why I didn't make it to the funeral. I don't know why I lied. Jesus, this got really, wow. My husband finally agreed to go to his own individual therapy. He started back up with practicing gratitude and exercising, probably some other things, but I don't even care anymore. He knows something is up and I feel like I can't say what's going on because it will overwhelm him with guilt he doesn't need. Alright. My mother-in-law called me and said, I know you are sad and missed your friend's funeral, but she was probably your guardian angel that day, guarding you to hell husband. I just sat and said nothing. That's very interesting. Let's see some of the comments. Oh, well, that's a long one. Edited 6 hours ago. Oh my god, this is recent. Wait, when was this posted? 12 hours ago. Oh, today. Okay. We could maybe have an update in the coming days. Top comment says, original poster, I think your husband's needs might be above your pay grade. This behavior is beyond what you should deal with, and you will grow to resent him over this and other things he makes you miss. I'd also love to know how often these panic attacks happen when it's something important for original poster versus if they also happen when husband has something important too. That's what I was thinking. I was like, did this have, I don't know what word I'm trying to use. Did this come, like, was something already happening during the day that made him have this panic attack and or mental breakdown? Or did he do this because, I mean, we don't know. We don't know if he's a narcissist. We don't know if he's an attention seeker. We don't know anything about this man, right? Assuming that he is, let's just assume for a second. Did he do that on purpose to make him miss his wife's friends? Or is this best friend or friend? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It says best friend. This best friend's funeral. Like, what would make him think it was okay for all the attention to be on him at that very moment? Does that make sense? Am I making any sense? Okay, let's read the longer comment. I have a panic disorder that can cause really bad flashbacks and panic attacks. If I was anywhere close to one, in parentheses, which most of us know when we are being triggered by stress, loss, etc., I would have removed myself from this situation to make this day not about me. I'm sorry, OP, but this feels incredibly intentional. I've told my husband to go to things alone so I could have that panic attack in private where he wouldn't have to put me above his event. He isn't responsible for my mental health, just like you aren't responsible for your husband's. Also, OP, don't beat yourself up for not visiting enough when she was in the coma. That's another thing I was thinking as well. OP, I saw your edits, so it was intentional. Perhaps we should go up and read the edits. Did not read them. Edit 2. I don't know if it matters, but the argument we were having was that he wasn't feeling well and he asked how long the funeral was going to take. I should have read that first. This would have put things, it's clicking now. It's clicking that he sounds like a bitch. I said he didn't have to come if he wasn't, but say so now before I got on the freeway. He said I was picking a fight with him for asking a simple question and it devolved from there. Girl. Let's be so real right now. Okay, edit 3. Again, I used the wrong wording. My husband isn't bipolar, just regular depression and anxiety. I used the word manic as an adjective in that he gets maniacal, but not manic depressive disorder. Sorry, that was my fault. Oh, so let's focus on edit 2 because this, let's just, again, assume that husband knew this person's best friend, right? Knew her in life and also death. Clearly, by the seams of it, right? That he didn't care enough about his wife's best friend to go to her funeral and to even ask. I'm gonna highlight that. He asked how long the funeral was going to take. Have you never been to a funeral in your entire life? That shit's like all day. Last year, 2023, 4 funerals. I went to 4 funerals, so I am very well versed in how long they're going to take. It starts off in the morning, and then you go have the repast where you go. I'm so sorry, my camera just stopped recording. It just like turned off for a second. Luckily, we didn't miss anything. I did, however, forget what I was saying. Right, so I was going to go back a little bit. Before I knew it, he was having a panic attack, thrashing in the seat, stomping on the floor, and slapping his face. Are we talking about a 5-year-old boy? That is crazy. That is crazy. Alright, let's just move on. This one I have already seen because I was just so floored by it. I saw it on TikTok. It was, let me see if I can, what is the background? It's to Minecraft parkour, which naturally, keeps you engaged. 9 days ago. Holy shit, this was recent. Also, sorry if you can hear my computer. It kind of sounds like a jet engine. I'm not using a laptop, but it's just loud as shit. Let's get started. Let me sip on my sparkling water real quick. Okay. Down the hatch. My husband just left me because he's been hit on by a woman for the first time in his life. Let's begin. God, I'm so angry at, I don't know, everything right now. And it feels so fucked up. I don't even want to talk to my best friend about this right now. It hurts too much at the moment. My husband just told me he's leaving me and I cannot believe the reason. I need to give some background. I am 34F and my husband is 38M. We have been married for almost 2 years, have dated 2 years before that, so overall a bit more than 4 years. He's always been very insecure about himself, even though he has a great personality, or so I thought, is generous, caring, and can express his emotions and all this stuff. When I got to know him better, I couldn't believe he wasn't taken. In fact, he had only been in 2 relationships in his life, both 5+ years long, though. He told me that's because he's shy and ugly and women don't really want anything from him, like ever, especially not good-looking ones. I'm fairly conventionally attractive, and he has kept telling me this for the past years and how lucky he feels to finally have found his dream woman and then her being as attractive as me. Just right off the bat, he sounds like a nice guy's finished last. Like, this guy already annoys me. I was wary in the beginning though, so I let him court me quite a bit before going out with him for the first time, etc. I was really fearing for some dark secret of his that I just hadn't uncovered yet. Plus, I don't want to look easy, but turns out no, he's a really sweet guy and just very shy. I also don't think he's ugly. He's not in any way super handsome or so, quite frankly. That's a crazy thing to say about your now husband. Originally, I thought he was not my type, but his charm melted all that away quickly. Once we started thoroughly dating, things went fast because it was all so wonderful. Well, apparently, a while ago, he was on his own in the outside area of a restaurant, having lunch when this woman went by and apparently struck up a conversation with him. He showed me a picture of her since I asked him, and she is drop dead gorgeous. Maybe I am exaggerating because I'm so mad, but she definitely looks better than me, I have to admit. He didn't tell me much about what they talked, just that she was very friendly. They exchanged numbers and started texting more and more often. He says she at some point openly started pursuing him even though she knew he was married, saying she just really fell for him and can't let this opportunity pass. He said that he was hesitant, and once he realized she was hitting on him, he was also excited because this has literally never happened in his life. In the past, he repeatedly said that women, at least attractive ones like me, have it easy because we can lean back and let the other guys approach us, whereas him, it was always hard work to do to even get a date. I always replied that it's not really like that and that being attractive has its own problems. But he then always reminded me of the fact that he had to work really hard for me to date him too. Why did he gaslight her? Okay. He swears that he has only met her one more time for lunch after that first encounter. It is not yet an affair. However, he thinks he wants to go forward with her because, as he put it, this is the first woman who is genuinely interested in me. I didn't have to text her for 3 months to get a date or anything. I can't let this pass. Or something along those lines. My memory is a bit hazy. 3 months refers to the time that it took him to get a date with me, by the way. What the freak is he even freaking talking about? What the I didn't have to text her for 3 months to get a date or anything. Oh. Alright, and that is why he says he's breaking up with me. He says it's the right thing to do because he wants to continue contact, but also feels doing that would be emotional cheating and he doesn't want to cheat on me, so he ends it before actually starting something with her. Brother, I think getting her phone number and meeting her one other time for lunch is already nearing emotional I would already say getting another woman's phone number while you are married and it's clearly it is as clear as day that she is into you and you are clearly into her. That's cheating. That's already emotional cheating. That's crazy. I feel devastated. I know there's nothing I can do. I want to be mad at him, but I'm also mad at myself. Girl, why are you mad at yourself? I really liked him when we first met. Why did I give him a hard time? If I had said that I had wanted him back then, if I had pursued him instead of playing hard to get, he probably wouldn't be interested in that woman. But I always felt like if a woman does that, she shows she's easy and I just didn't want to get laid. So I thought I must act that way. Now it is biting me in the butt. And I of course am very mad at him, but he didn't even cheat on me. He's behaving exactly the way I always say people should act when they fall in love with someone else. I kind of wish he had actually cheated on me with her. That would actually make it easier. If I had pursued him instead of playing hard to get, he probably wouldn't be interested in that woman. No, what we're not going to do is blame ourselves, right? We're not going to do that. Because this was his decision. He's being crazy. He's obviously, he's got to be mid, right? He's got to be so incredibly mid that he's so stupid. Like, what's going to happen is he's going to get with this woman and realize, wow, you're not as good as my now ex-wife. Edit. Holy fuck, this blew up so much. First, thank you all so much for your comments. This is much appreciated. A lot of you also made me think. I feel this was unwarranted. If he was so unhappy, he should have told me. I guess I wasn't as good of a wife as I thought. I didn't really show him that I love him and why and didn't put much effort. Someone said he was starving for attention, and I guess that's my fault in a way. I still think just dropping me like this isn't right. He's definitely starving for attention. You got that right. Let's see some of the comments. Do not worry. If that woman is drop dead gorgeous and pursued him while she knew he was married, and she is bonkers and trash and will bite both of them in the ass as soon enough. I would agree with that. Look. Oh my god. That one was crazy. Well, I think that's all. I think that's all the ones I can read today. On that note, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want me to do anything similar to this. Let me know what you want me to do next. I have a couple ideas brewing. Arrest Donald Trump if you're hearing this. Arrest me if I don't post more often, because I really want to. Fun hanging out with you guys. I'll see you on the flippity flip. Bye.